In this DIY tutorial, we're going to go and upcycle an old decoration and turn it into a puffy painting. So let's get started, let's grab some paint, and let's begin. For this craft, I'm using this Easter decoration. It's no longer Easter. This is actually probably pretty old, but I wouldn't fully and totally know. It was gifted to me. So what you want to do is you want to go and find some sort of wooden surface that is sort of like this. If it has a sticker on it or it has paper on it, just try to remove it as best you can and give it a little bit of texture. After that, put down acrylic medium. This is going to give it more texture, so your puffy paint is going to go and really grip to this. Wait for that to dry after you've fully covered it, and put down white about midway onto this block. I'm using a wooden stick from a scratch art kit, but you could also use a popsicle stick to easily do this. Go and spread out the white paint, put blue paint on both sides, and then after that what you're going to do is you're going to slowly blend it. Use your wooden stick to go and grab some of the paint and move it inwards. Do this on both sides as well, and definitely take your time with this and try to keep as much texture as you possibly can. If you need to go and put down more paint while you're doing this, definitely do so. Also too, while you're doing this, try not to get a ton of paint into the middle. You do want it to blend, but you really don't want it to get too dark. After both sides are spread out, go back into the middle and use a sweeping motion with your wooden stick. Blend it slightly, put down a small amount more of white paint, and then also use a sweeping motion for this. After that is done, you're going to go and put a small amount of yellow paint onto your stick and then just spread it in the center of this painting so far. After that, what you're going to go and do is put down some white paint, some orange paint, along with also some yellow paint. And you're just going to go and blend this together with a paintbrush. This is going to be almost like a salmon color, and it's going to be great for the sunset. This is also just the base layer, so after you have that down, put down more yellow, along with also more red, and mix it together. Really layer the paint and make sure there is a good amount on there, along with also some texture, since you want to keep texture on all of this painting. After you have that blended down, which it's going to take a little bit of time, take your time, spread this out, make sure again that you have texture everywhere, you're going to go and move on to putting yellow paint directly into the center. It should be a pretty big glob. Now take the end of your paint stick, go and swirl it around, and take off any extra and put it at the sides to make it look like the sun has some rays coming off of it. And then after that, put some blue paint onto your stick and put it across where the horizon's going to be. This is going to really help to separate the different portions of your piece and also just make the water look more like water rather than just kind of a blue blob. After that, follow it up with some black or off purple mountains. These are pretty simple. What you do is just you go up, make a triangle, and then make sure you go along the entire bottom of where the sun is with a very thin line. Now onto some clouds. Put some white paint onto there, use a paintbrush, and just spread it out. They should be half circular and flat on the bottom. Add some gray to the bottom, along with also into the center of the clouds, and just blend it all together. Make sure the paint at the bottom is dry, brush a small amount of yellow into the painting, along with also white onto some of the different areas that are raised on where the water is. The painting has to be dry first for you to really do this. And then you can go and add maybe some extra things like some birds. These would just be a simple V shape in the sky, and then you can go across the horizon with a small amount of white paint to go and separate everything. After it is fully dried, and it's gonna take a while, it took about 38 hours for this to dry, then you can go and hang it up. And this painting, once it's dry, will just bring a little bit of brightness to any space. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, have a great one and take care.